Where would you be without me, eh, Dax?
Well, Jack, I probably wouldn't be 2 feet tall, fuzzy, and running around in a sewer without a pair of pants. God, I miss pants.
Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy was the first game ever to have an unbroken 3D world. This means that anywhere Jak and Daxter go will never be separated by a loading screen. The game was released back in 2001, and to put this into perspective, The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker and Assassin's Creed 4: Black Flag don't even have this instantaneous travel. Jak was originally designed to be a wolf-like humanoid creature. However, the game designers felt that he should be more human and ended up choosing a more human-like character with long ears. Jak is inspired by both Western cartoons and Eastern manga. Jak was originally a silent character because Naughty Dog felt that he would be more relatable. However, after user feedback post-release, they found that people liked Daxter more and viewed him as a stronger character as he did have dialogue. Naughty Dog became more comfortable with writing dialogue for a main protagonist in Jak 2, and this work culminated in both the Uncharted franchise and The Last of Us. Naughty Dog spent 20 months of the game's development, which began in 1999 with only 2 developers, on creating the streamlined rendering and physics. This engine would be used in the Jak and Daxter series until Jak X and was codenamed GOAL, which stands for Game Oriented Assembly Lisp. Throughout Jak 2 and 3, we see the name Morgan on billboards and computer monitors and precursor text. Morgan was a black lab owned by one of the developers of the game, who passed away during the development of Jak 2. Jak 2 is also made in memory of Morgan, which you can see in the end credits. Speaking of developers, if you use the light Jak flying glitch in Jak 3, on top of one of the towers in the Haven City Harbor, you will find a gray box. Walk into this gray box and go into first person view, and you will see a picture of the development team before the release of Jak 3. However, this can only be done in the original PS2 version of the game, as mass media removed it from the HD version on the PlayStation 3. Naughty Dog has stated that they passed on the reins of Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier to High Impact Games because Naughty Dog felt that they could not sustain the development process while also creating Uncharted: Drake's Fortune. Their response to The Lost Frontier's end result was this: "If we had to do it all over again, we would have done some things differently in the execution of The Lost Frontier. I'm not happy with that being Jak's swan song. I think we could have done a lot better." Both Ratchet & Clank and Jak and Daxter were both big stars in the PS2 landscape, and they both have cameos in each other's sequels. In Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, we can see Ratchet playing video games on his couch, with it either being Jak and Daxter or Sly Cooper. And in Jak 2, there's a large billboard with Ratchet & Clank on it. Jak and Daxter was originally going to be rebooted by Naughty Dog after Uncharted 3. However, the developers cut the project very quickly. They asked themselves if this was for the money, or if they had their hearts in it, and it was quickly decided that it would be a disservice to the fans of Naughty Dog and Jak and Daxter to churn out a reboot if they were not giving it their all. Due to this, The Last of Us was born. And last but not least, Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy has one pretty big cameo early on in the game. The voice of Ollie the Fisherman, the guy who helped catch fish, is none other than the voice of the Caped Crusader himself, Kevin Conroy.
I said move!
Batman even returned to the studio to redo his lines for the HD version of the game on the PlayStation 3 because of some issues with the original PlayStation 2 version of the dialogue.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked that video, consider checking out our Patreon account. For just $1, you can have your name in the credits as a supporter, get access to videos early, and help us out with getting stuff like new sound equipment, new game capturing stuff. And who knows, maybe if we get enough, we'll have a big pizza party. Check that out too. Links in the description.
Step 1, stay alive. Step 2, think about not doing something like that again!